Hello, everyone. Welcome to our day trading intro webinar. My name is Jaron Rhyme. I will be your host for the next little bit. I've been a day trader for just a little over 4 years. It's gone by very, very fast. Before that, I've never traded a day in my life. Everything I learned here. I was actually in the mortgage business for 10 years, doing your typical refinance loans, purchase loans. I was self-employed through that, or should I just say 1099 income? So it was a commission-based income. One of those guys with high deductible health insurance at the time. I've been married a little over 12 years. I've got 5 kids between the age of 10 and 2. So it seemed like about every other year we were starting our family and growing another addition there into the family. And it's been awesome. I love being a dad. It's one of my most favorite things. When I was in mortgages, I was working 10, 12-hour days, but I knew that was the sacrifice I had to make to provide for my family and give them the life that I wanted. I also was just driven, just determined to try to find a way to keep my wife at home with the kids. And I barely survived the market crash in 2008. I mean, that was what I would have called the prime of my business. And when the market crashed, that wasn't so prime anymore, was it? But I weathered through it. We made it through. Things were really tight. I had to borrow some money to make some ends meet. I remember that year as the market crashed, but we were able to make it happen. Life was very real, and life is still very real today. Also, guys, let me tell you on this webinar, I have someone helping me answering in some of the chatted in questions. I could see he's already answered a few of those. Thank you for taking care of that to me with me today. Sometimes I get on a roll as we start looking into some of the trades, and I forget to look at the chatted in questions or comments. So I've asked him to take care of that for me. So again, thank you for doing that. Guys, don't hesitate to chat in any questions or comments that you have. We will get those answered. My ultimate goal today is to actually get in and take some trades with you, teach you what it is we're looking at. So let me tell you just really quickly about the company. We've been in business a little over 10 years. We've never borrowed a penny from anyone to start this business. What our business model consists of, we have our very own proprietary indicators that are based on math, not on price averages. If you're brand new, that doesn't mean anything. Just let that go over your head for right now. We'll dig into that later. If you've traded before, guys, that means that we're not looking at things based on yesterday's data, building algorithms into that and taking chances, taking guesses. We can literally see what the big guys in the market, what the little guys in the market are doing right now, and it allows us to be able to get in right now. Take little pieces of big moves so you can maximize your profits, minimize your risks, and get back to the rest of your day. I want you guys to tell me if by the end of this webinar, if you believe that you could trade for as little as 15 to 60 minutes a day, no more than 2 hours in one sitting, because the average person can only keep their attention span for 90 minutes. I think that's the statistic I saw just a little bit ago. But can you believe that you can trade for as little as 15 to 60 minutes a day and pull anywhere from $50 to $100 to $200 out of the market and be done and not have to hold on to your trades? If you like placing trades and leaving them open all day, we have a place for you. If you like to get in and out in 5 to 15 minutes like I do, we have a place for you where there's an opportunity here for you to day trade our money. Now, as a company, we provide over 10 live trade webinars every single week. You'll actually see, you'll see it by webinar, but you'll hear a live person analyzing our indicators, answering the chatted in questions and comments, and we place trades on those webinars so that you have constant repetition in front of you and you can really look into this and analyze, is this a good opportunity for me to do this around whatever else it is I have going on? Or is this a good opportunity for my spouse or my significant other? Don't rule anyone out. I stopped prejudging a long time ago. Okay, let me also share with you this. We are not multi-level. We are not network marketing. This is literally about day trading. Guys, you can literally live in a cave, not talk to a soul. And as long as you have the internet, you can make money here. All you need is an internet connection. I've made money at the tire store, the airport. I've made money at a coffee shop before. Now, you saw the opportunity to day trade my money. If you trade your own money, you keep 100% of your own profits. If you trade our money, we do a 60-40 or an 80-20 split. You keep 60 or 80% of the profits. The other 20 or 40% stays in our corporate account, so that account can grow and grow and grow and create more leverage for you to make more money with the same amount of trading. My favorite part of this opportunity, we add funds quarterly with profitable trading. So at the end of the 3 months, all you've got to have is more money in the account, and we will add more money to it. Show us you're protecting our money, have more money in the account at the end of the quarter, and we will provide more for you to trade. So now you can leverage more money, make more money with the same amount of trading that you're doing. And that's how I did it. We literally want you guys to know and believe that we want to grow the account for you. So we're going to give you guys the opportunity to test drive this at the end of this webinar. I don't want you to feel like you have to take my word for it. Okay, so let's dive in right now. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is the futures market, otherwise known as the E-minis. In fact, I should ask, let me know if you guys are brand new or if you've ever traded before. And if you've traded before, just tell me what markets you've traded in. It'll be nice to just get a gauge for who's on the webinar. Don't be shy if you're brand new. Remember, I was brand new 4 years ago. Okay, great. Futures, yeah, that's actually what I'm going to look in right now. Yeah, the futures market has over $1.5 billion traded daily, but it's more of a market that Mountain Time, you've got to be in this market between 7:30 and 10:30, so you're kind of already fixed into having to go part-time, or you trade the London Open, late at night when I'm usually sleeping. The Forex market, it's my favorite because there's $4 to $5 trillion traded daily, and there's a market open somewhere when any of you are available to trade. Okay, so it could be past midnight. There's a market open all by itself. Europe's open all by itself. In the morning, there's a lot of different markets. While some of you are working another job, the market's pretty slow anyway in the middle of the day. So the Forex market with $4 to $5 trillion traded daily, again, there's just a market open somewhere when you're available to trade, and it's a great market when you're first getting started learning how to read indicators. So we're going to dive in at least to the futures market for the sole purpose of me being able to use a 1-minute chart and teach you one of our most basic signals. So if you were here in my office, I would pull open this paper. I'd actually hand it to you and we'd go over it. We're going to talk about red and green candles very quickly because I don't use the candles to determine when I'm going to trade. We're going to talk about how the money works, but just enough so that we can trade on 5 contracts and make $62.50. Okay, that's really all you have to retain when I start talking about the money side. Down here at the bottom half of this paper is where I start teaching what the buy and sell signals look like, and we're going to get in some trades together. So this is the futures market, otherwise known as the E-minis. We're going to trade on the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is made up of the Fortune 500 companies. So what that means is it's the good, the bad, and the ugly of all 500 companies' stocks, all condensed into an algorithm, and out of that algorithm pops an index price right here, 2763.25. Now, this is not a dollar price. I am not paying $2,700 for this. What's happening is we're going to trade on the quarter to half of 1 point. We're going to hit these 2 buttons, buy market and sell market. If I'm hitting the buy button, I just need this quarter point to go up to 0.50. If I hit the sell market button, I just need this quarter point to go down to 0.00. For me today, for you today, buy market and sell market is a direction. If I'm hitting buy market, I need this index price to go up. If I'm hitting sell market, I need the index price to go down. Now there's $1.5 billion traded daily in the futures market. So I don't own the futures market, so I can't technically sell the futures market. What's happening is the futures market trades in contracts, which is what these 1 through 5 and 6 represent. The Forex market, my favorite market, trades in pips. That's P as in Peter, IPS. Now with futures, if I click the buy market button, I'm saying broker, get me in right now on the right now market price. If I click sell market, again, broker, get me in right now on the right now market price. So here's what I need you guys to retain. If we trade on 1 contract, the broker is going to hold on to $500 right here. It's called 500 in margin. If I trade 2 contracts, the broker is going to hold on to $1,000. If I trade 5 contracts, the broker is holding on to $2,500. So can I trade in this market with $2,500? Absolutely, and that's what we're going to do. Now, when we're hitting these buy or sell market buttons, we have to leverage something. If I trade 1 contract and I hit this buy market button, and this does in fact go up a quarter point, I make $12.50 per quarter point per contract. So if I trade on 2 contracts and I click buy market and that goes up a quarter point, I make $12.50 times 2 contracts. So again, the only thing I want you to retain, we're going to trade on 5 contracts. Now, if I hit sell market and this goes down a quarter point, the broker will pull me out for me, and I will make $12.50 times 5 contracts. That's $62.50. Okay, so we're going to target a quarter of a point. We're also going to set a 4-point stop loss. That means 16 quarter points. So if I place a trade, the worst I'm willing to go upside down is 16 quarter points, and that's when I would tell the broker to take me out of my trade. So let's go back to a quarter point so I don't miss that. Here we go. Now, we're going to make $62.50 every time we click the buy or sell market button, and this travels a quarter point. Any questions? All right, thanks for taking care of that for me. Okay, let's dig right in. Now, red candles and green candles, guys. Green candles mean the market went up. Red candles signify the market going down. The wicks at the top is why we call it a candle. The tail or shadow at the bottom tells me the price traveled here, but it did not stay. Let me explain it this way. The body of the candle is the start and finish of this 1-minute time frame. The wick at the top or the tail or shadow at the bottom tells me price traveled there, but it did not stay. It's just a visual representation of what happened in the minute. Okay, so in this case, the minute started here, price trickled down, it would have been red. The minute wasn't over, price came up, 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 up. As soon as it passed its starting point, it turned green. And this is where the minute ended. The next minute started straight across, up, 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 up. Can you kind of see this really small wick right here? Price did get all the way up to the top here. The minute wasn't over. It trickled down. That's where the minute ended. Okay, now look at this one over here. There's no body to this candle. This is a Japanese candlestick pattern called a doji. All that happened here is price started there, and then as it went up and then it went down, it ended at the same place it started. So it started and ended at the same price. Okay, any questions about candles? Red tells me that the price went down, the index price went down. Green, that it went up in that 1-minute time frame. It represents that minute. The next candle that minute. I do not use these candles to determine when I'm going to buy or when I'm going to sell. All of what I'm looking for to buy or sell happens here in our proprietary indicators. All right, so with that, let's dig right into what we're looking for to take a trade. Again, everything from this top half up here, something you could watch in a YouTube video. I'm not teaching you anything new about the market. However, now everything from this bottom half on down is completely proprietary to us. You will not find anything else like this anywhere else in the world. It is that unique, that proprietary to what we have going on. And we can't wait for you to have a chance to test drive it and find out if this is for you. So here we go. Let me pull this paper up. Okay, we're going to talk about this blue line and this red line. We're going to talk about the majors and minors a little bit together. Okay, anytime these lines you see, black and gray, red and green, anytime they're up here above this blue line, we say they're in the overbought area. Anytime they're down here below this red line, we say they're in the oversold area. If they're up here in the overbought, I want you to hear what I'm saying. Hey, the market's overbought. That means on a 1-minute chart, do not buy. Start looking for selling signals. When I'm down here below the red, I'm in the oversold area. That means we're oversold. Do not sell. Start looking for buying signals. Okay, so up here I want to look for sell signals below, above the blue. Down here below the red, I want to look for buy signals. In a second, I'm going to teach you what the buy sell signals look like. When those signals happen, if they happen between the blue and red lines, let it go, leave it alone. It's not significant enough for you or me to put our trade in. Okay, we're looking to follow a set of trading rules. So the rule above the blue, look for selling. Below the red, look for buying. If anything happens between the blue and red, let it go, leave it alone. Okay, next. The majors are the red and green lines traveling together. The black and gray lines are the minors. So red and green represent the majors. You guys, red and green are the big boys in the market movers. So these are your $1 million orders or bigger. Think Goldman Sachs, Fidelity, Merrill Lynch, Warren Buffett and his buddies, market movers. Okay, that's pretty significant, pretty important to follow. Black and gray, we call them the minors. These are the little guys. These are your $100 orders or bigger. Guys, black and gray is you and me. We're not significant enough to move the market, but you'll be able to see visually there are times when the little guys are trying to follow the big guys, and there are times when they're way off. Why is that important to know what the big guys and little guys are doing? The answer is in the biggest vocabulary word I'm going to throw at you. It's called a sub-zero or a zero net market. All it means is when someone else is gaining $1, it's because someone else is losing $1. You have to trade in markets where traders are present. Otherwise, these candles aren't moving anywhere. Nothing is happening. So the Forex market, great market, $4 to $5 trillion traded daily to use these indicators. Futures market, good, $1.5 billion traded daily, and some other markets that have a lot of high volatility, a lot of high market movement in there. Now, what are we looking for? We are looking for moments today to look for the most simple, the most basic signal. We're looking for moments when the big guys and the little guys agree and they both buy or they both sell together. So this is what a buy or sell signal looks like right here. When the lines are above that blue line, above this blue right here, when the lines are above the blue line and they're crossing down, this is your sell signal right here. Now down here below the red, the oversold area, when the lines are below that red line and they're crossing up, this is your buy signal. Now let me stress this. I don't care so much about the extensions of the lines. I care about the notch right there, the notch right there. These algorithms, that's a big word for me today. These algorithms are built through 5 pages of mathematical algorithms measuring what the big guys and little guys are doing, but it's about what's happening right now. So we're going to be able to see when the right moment is to take the sell, when the right moment is to take the buy, and have it followed by a pretty significant sell signal, by a pretty significant buy signal. All right, should we go give that a shot and take a look? All right, so I'm going to get in here. I'm going to hit this replay button. We're going to give the market a pulse. In fact, let me back it up to right. I think that's a good spot to start. Let's do that. Okay, this will make really good sense once you see it in action. So let's go for it. Remember, these are the rules right here. When the lines are above the blue line and they're crossing down, this is the sell signal. That'll be the first trade we take. When the lines are below the red line and they're crossing up, that's a buy signal. So here we go. Right now we are overbought, so we're looking for a sell. Good job, exactly right. We're looking for a sell. Now I don't see one yet. This is the next rule for you guys to follow. I wanted to wait until it was live to explain it. There, did you see how that minute ended? You see how it started a new time remaining? Between here and here, that was not a good trade. But what about right now, between here and here? The next rule, when red and green cross and black and gray cross like they are right now, instead of going and hitting the sell button, I want to confirm that this is a good sell signal. I want to watch out for the market head faking me. I'm going to wait for time remaining to hit 0. And if that signal's there, we're going to take it. So hurry over here and bam, sell. There we are, red and green cross, black and gray cross, right at the end of the minute. This froze solid like a statue, and we're out. Guys, that was 18 seconds. 18 seconds, how awesome is that? I didn't have to take the trade and wait for 20 minutes, 40 minutes. I didn't have to put a lot of risk in there. That was less than a minute. And I'm out of my trade, by the way. There was my entry. There was my exit. Guys, over here, there's my 62.50. Do I have any more money exposed in the market? No. Now look at this. Notice all the buying that happened. I caught the moment for the significant sell. I took it. I'm already out. Could I stay in there? I could have, but I'm assessing my risk by just getting out. But look, we caught the beginning of the sell by waiting until this minute ended. The creator of these indicators calls this a 2 to 3 time multiplier. What that means is if I'm in a 1-minute chart, the sell signal could last 2 to 3 minutes. So there's some good confirmation for me to catch the beginning of the trade and get in and get out. Now, we're already over here. Now, remember when I said something about head fakes? Okay, in basketball or football, the offense is always going to try to head fake their opponent to get around to shoot a basket or to score a touchdown, whatever it may be. Remember, if it's a sub-zero or zero net market, if the big guys can head fake the little guys into one direction, realize the big guys would love to head fake and take the little guys' money. So even right now, little guys have closed out of their sell positions. They're buying. This looks pretty good, right? So I'm interested, but I'm going to wait for time remaining to hit 0 so that I don't get tricked into what's not a great signal. Look at that. Just came undone, didn't it? I'm not interested in buying that anymore, am I? How grateful am I to know the rule to wait until time remaining hits 0? Because look, it's still a significant sell signal, isn't it? We're getting into a pretty good position for a buy, though. Okay, nothing yet. Big guys are cross, so I'm interested. Remember though, this is kind of like the old dating days. You know, oh, that person's cute. Maybe I should go talk to them. Maybe I could ask for their number. But we're not committed yet, are we? Okay, we're watching this. We're interested. Let's see if it's a good opportunity. And what about now? I just got a lot more interested, guys. This is me walking over to go talk to that person, so to speak. Okay, there we go. Red and green are crossed, black and gray are crossed. I'm gonna stick to my trading rule. Notice I'm not hyperventilating. I'm not getting overexcited. I'm just sticking to my trading rules. What a great buy signal this is. Okay, let's hover over buy, and now, here we go. I'm in at 2758.25. I just need this to go up to 2758.50. 20 seconds up, I'm out. There we go. That was less than 30 seconds again. Guys, I've made $125 in 7 minutes. And look, it continued further, didn't it? I don't care. I just wanted to bank my profits and look for another really great trade. Okay, these algorithms caught the very beginning of a buy signal after all the significant selling. I'm in, I'm out really quick. And sure enough, this could last another 2 or 3 candles. I just don't need to push it. Let me look for another good trade signal. Okay, I want to illustrate one more point. That's why I hit the pause button. Guys, would it be safe to say that 2-3 months from now, my $2,500 account could be $5,000, could be $7,500? Well, if it is, remember, $500 per contract. So on 5 contracts, I was trading on $2,500. If I have 5,000, that means I could trade 10 contracts. Now I can make $125 per quarter point instead of $62.50. Let's do it. Watch that I don't change the way I trade. I just increase my leverage based on what I have in my account. And sure enough, that's a great sell signal, isn't it? It's a no-brainer. Okay, let's head over to the sell market button and sell. And I'm out. Okay, let me say this. They're not always 5 or 10 seconds. I mean, a 2 or 3 time multiplier means I'm going to be okay to stay in that sell signal for 2 to 3 minutes. But if I'm still in it at the 3-minute mark, I want to make a decision. Should I just close it out where it's at? Or do I want to take it to where it either makes money or it hits my stop loss? And these are the decisions you can make, especially as you practice. All right, any questions on what I showed you guys on the screen? I want to dive into what this opportunity is and how significant something as simple as 1 to 1.5% per day could be, again, in as little as 15 to 60 minutes. Guys, we just did $250 trading in about a 15-20 minute period, didn't we? Okay, so now let me pull this up. I want to show you guys just how significant something as small as 1% per day could be. And then I want to dive into the opportunity to test drive this with us and let you guys see where the business model is, where we all have a mutually aligned interest to trade. If I had a $5,000 account, if I were to make 1 to 1.5% per day, here's what that looks like. 1% per day on 5,000 is 50. 1.5% per day on 5,000 is 75. At the end of the week, I'm up 255 or 386. In this case, I'm making $52 a day. In this case, I'm making probably $80 a day. At the end of 10 weeks, at 1%, I'm up 82.23. I'm now making $82 a day. At the end of 6 months, my $5,000 is $18,200. Now I'm making $182 a day. This is me taking 1 or 2 trades and closing my computer, not sitting there trying to take more. This is very conservative. Okay, at the end of a year, 5,000 could be 66,400. Now I'm not taking into account stop losses. I understand that. I just want you guys to see how great money works when you keep things simple. But now 1% per day on 66,400 is making you $664 a day. That's $3,000 a week. If you're at 1.5%, this is my favorite part. This is why I show this to you. 1.5% per day. At the end of 10 weeks, you just doubled your money. Did you need to sit in front of your computer for 4, 7, or 8 hours a day? Did you need to take 30 trades? No. This might be 2 to 3 trades a day. Small trades a day. But I'm at 10,500. I'm making 150 bucks a day, and I'm getting out. At the end of 6 months, 1.5% is 34,000. Guys, this is making $500 a day. That's $10,000 a month. Did I have to quit my job to make $500 a day? No. Quitting your job or just supplementing your income is entirely up to you and your significant other as you guys are discussing your opportunities, especially as your account's growing. Maybe your goals are changing like mine did. Okay, at the end of the year, this could be 239,000, but let me pull this back really quick to a reality check for all of us. Okay, greed and emotion is a very big deal with day trading. There might come a point where somewhere between 30,000 and a $70,000 account is enough for you. Maybe you don't need 1.5% per day anymore. Maybe making 500 or 700, you've hit what you wanted and you get out of the market. I see that happen with so many of the traders that I've introduced this to over the last 3 years that I've actually been involved in being able to show this to you guys and teach it to you. My first year, I was just a day trader. At the end of that first year, the co-founders of our company invited me in as a partner in a way of like franchising, so to speak. It wasn't a franchise, but I was able to start introducing this to people and help grow traders in other locations, to put offices in other places. So what I saw though was that a lot of my traders between 30 and 70,000 hit their happy place and they stayed in that pocket. Because I don't want to sit here and try to tell you that, hey, the market's going to give you 3% per day, because it's not. Not every day is going to be like that. Why put yourself in so much pressure? I mean, yeah, that's great and all, $10.8 million by the end of the year, but there's got to be a number somewhere here on the screen that when you're trading on a number that big, you might hesitate. It might be too much to trade on. Okay, that's real. So I just want you guys to focus on 1 to 1.5% per day, because this is an awesome way to grow a serious income, especially if we as a company are going to add funds quarterly. Okay, now let me talk about what this opportunity is to trade with us. Now I want to spare you guys a PowerPoint. I don't want to go through a bunch of slides, but I do want to dive into a few things that are here. I want to share with you guys that this is our business model. We are all about support. We're a brick and mortar office just south of Salt Lake City. We've been in business a little over 10 years. This entire opportunity is about you trading from your computer whenever it's convenient and available for you. So support. Again, that means mutually aligned interests. If you're going to trade our money, guys, if you lose our money, you don't have to pay it back. We're that confident we can teach just about anybody how to do this. So if you've traded before, we want to take you from whatever knowledge you have and add to it. And if you're brand new, realize you don't have any bad habits that we've got to break you from. Guys, that was me 4 years ago. I'd never traded a day in my life. I was just trying to find more time for my family. I had a brand new baby at the house and I wanted to be there. So here's the business model. The daily webinar trainings, guys, these are those 10 live trade webinars that we do every single week that you'll have access to. You don't have to attend every single one of them. We provide so many because of all of the different busy work-life schedules that all of our traders have. On this webinar, the host of that webinar is going to analyze the indicators out loud and visually by webinar screen share. You can chat in questions, comments, you can participate. You'll hear the host of that webinar answering other people's questions. Somewhere in that webinar or near the end of the webinar, we are going to take a trade. These sophisticated online training courses, guys, these are pre-recorded videos from some other trainings we've done, some live trades that we've done. So if your schedule is pretty tight, these pre-recorded videos are available for you as well. And that's what I had to get into. Remember, I was working 7 to 7 and I had all my kids at home. So I had to do this once my kids went to bed. So quite literally, my wife was in bed reading a book. I had my laptop on my lap, and the time I gave it was somewhere between 11 and 11:30 at night. A half hour is the best I could do. If I had to give up time somewhere, I gave up 30 minutes of sleep because I needed to find out if this was a good opportunity for me. And I want to issue the same invitation to you guys. The proprietary leading indicators are downloaded to your very own personal computer so you could trade from anytime, anywhere. Again, the key is all you got to have is an internet connection and you could use your computer to trade. Long-term help and support just goes to say, again, we're brick and mortar. So what I want to do is I want to dive into the different one-on-one coaching programs we have. Trader Lite, this is our test drive program where you plug into everything that we do for up to 30 days. Could you be a good day trader? Is this the right opportunity for you? You guys, in Trader Lite, you get to get your hands on it, get behind the wheel, and find out for yourself around whatever kind of busy work-life schedule you've got. Could this be the opportunity for me to grow some money for my family and turn this into the opportunity that I have been looking for so long? Maybe I'm speaking for myself, but those were the thoughts that I had when I saw this for the very first time. Okay, Trader Lite, it has a one-time $10 enrollment fee. You guys, that's it. And this is the best promotion we have ran in 4.5 years that I've been here. I'm excited to talk about this with you. It is our 10-year anniversary as a company. I hope that is a big deal to you to know that we've been in business for 10 years as a day trading group. So it's a one-time $10 enrollment fee. Green Chart, these are the guys that host and encrypt our software. They spent 1.5 years with their software engineers developing the signals from the 5 pages of mathematical algorithms that we have that make up our indicators that set us apart from the rest of the world here and make what we have so unique. So Green Chart normally charges $45.99 a month for access to that. We are actually going to pay that for you. So we are actually paying more than you are this month for Trader Lite. It's our 10-year anniversary. We're excited to do it. Now, let me share with you just briefly, our business model is solely built around a monthly fee for the indicators. The monthly fee for the indicators helps fit all of our traders under one umbrella. This opportunity is not about how many trades you're taking every day. It's not about how much money you're making every day for us. Remember when I told you about how we add funds quarterly? All you've got to do is show us you're protecting our money with stop losses or hedges and have more money in the account at the end of the quarter, fitting this into what nooks and crannies of time you have available around your current situation. If we can help you create more time, that's what we want to do as we help grow your trading account for you. So in Trader Lite, it's a one-time $10 enrollment fee. You get access to all of our live trade webinars in real time, all of our back office videos on other trainings we've recorded. You can watch 2 hours of video, you can watch 50 hours of video. We're gonna start you in the first 2 hours so that we can then get you plugged into a Trader Lite coach. We're gonna teach you a very simple set of trading rules while you're in at Trader Lite to see how well you do following those rules. We believe that if you'll follow those trading rules we teach you, you can be 70, 80, 90% on your trades, and that percentage will get better and better as you practice more. But let me share this with you, and I really believe this. If you will give this as little as 30 minutes a day over the next 30 days, I fully believe that you will know within 7 to 14 days if day trading with us is for you, and if this is the opportunity that you've been looking for to create an extra $100, $200 in a day or in an hour, or $400 or $500 in a day or in an hour. The difference in those comments is your account growing. It's the same amount of trading, you're just leveraging more money as you take those trades. Okay, that is Trader Lite. The only catch in Trader Lite is that you cannot trade with real money until you upgrade into our coaching programs. Even we want you to protect your funds as you're discovering if this is a good fit for you. But again, I wouldn't be here today, I don't believe, if Trader Lite did not exist. I could not take the risk without knowing if I believed I could be a good day trader, and I want to issue the same invitation to you. So let's dive into the coaching programs now, and I'm going to touch Trader Lite again at the very end. This is one of our one-on-one coaching programs that includes a funded account at the end of the coaching and training. Trader Pro Funding has a one-time $79.95 enrollment fee. What that does is that gets you 9 weeks of one-on-one coaching with one of our most elite coaches. This is a successful trader. What happens is the first half of the 9 weeks, we teach you everything you need to know. The second half of the 9 weeks, you and your coach are literally trading in the live market during those sessions. And what happens is usually these one-on-one training sessions are twice a week for an hour. So that's somewhere between 5 or 6 a.m. and 10 o'clock at night. We find a coach that can fit that schedule for you, and we put that together. The great thing is at the end of 9 weeks, we fund everyone. And in Trader Pro funding, you can get a funded account up to $50,000. That's real. Now, how it started for me, they funded me a trading account at $2,500. 3 months later, they added $5,000 more to that account. Realized that at the end of 3 months, I was in a $7,500 trading account. It was awesome. In Trader Pro funding, we do a 60-40 split. You keep 60% of the profits, we keep 40%. How that works, at the end of the month that you're trading our money, the broker is going to pull your 60% of increase out of this little invisible circle I have, but this out of this corporate trading account right here. They're going to pull the 60% of increase over. They're going to move it over here into an account that is in your name. Once it's here, you can tell the broker to move it to your bank account so you can use it for whatever purposes you have, or you can leave that money in this trading account, trade in this account making 100% of the profits, while you trade in our account making 60% of the profits. See that double opportunity there? Guys, this 40%, we have not pulled this 40% out of our traders' accounts in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. What happens is that 40% stays in this corporate account you're trading for us. So this account can grow and grow and grow so that it can create more leverage for you so you can make more money with the same amount of trading. Okay, and remember, like I said, this is how simple this can be. We can't wait to add funds quarterly for you with our money. All you have to do is show us you're protecting our money with stop losses and hedges so that the bad trades don't get away from you. Take the losses. We're okay with losses. But at the end of 3 months, just have more money in the account than what we gave you, and we're going to add more funds. So like I said, my $2,500 account, they added $5,000 more to that 3 months later. 3 months after that, it was a 5-figure increase, and that changed everything for me then and what I was looking at. I wasn't even trying to replace my mortgage income until that second funding when I realized that I was making that kind of money to be able to do that. It started that simple. Okay, next, Trader Premium. Trader Premium is exactly the same as Trader Pro funding with the 60-40 splits and the $50,000 funded trading account. Guys, the only difference is this part right here, this $10,595. What happens is Trader Premium includes a year's worth of our indicators paid for in this price. And I will tell you right now, from the experience I've seen with many traders, to pay for a year's worth of indicators in the price here, especially if you're leveraging any capital or financing it, this turns us into about $8 or $9 more a month into whatever you're leveraging or financing, like a student loan or like a car loan, which $8 or $9 more a month is so much better than $281 a month, especially when you start off with the $2,500 trading account. It's just better on the psychology of a trader to not feel like you have to trade even when the market's not giving you the best trades. And we're going to teach that to you. Trader Premium, $10,595, a year's worth of indicators included in that price. Now, Trader Executive, this is the one I want to talk about next. If you're looking for a way to go full-time day trader a little bit faster, Trader Executive is it. This is my favorite program by a long shot. Trader Executive, and by the way, that's from my experience in this, I'm sure, rather than just some of you guys seeing the enrollment fee. Trader Executive at $15,995. This is 12 weeks of one-on-one coaching, not just 9 weeks. Okay, 12 weeks of one-on-one coaching twice a week for an hour by webinar screen share. Also, in this $15,995, it already includes a year's worth of these indicators paid for in that price. Okay, now, one of the things that I really like to talk about is we still fund a trading account for you at the end of week 9, just like we did over here at Trader Pro Funded. But in Trader Executive, okay, we fund that trading account at week 9, and you get to trade in the live market with your coach for those last 3 weeks. How valuable would that be? Then 12 weeks of one-on-one coaching. Guys, that's 2 hours a week. That's 24 hours of education. Somewhere around week 10 or week 11, if you're in Trader Executive and you live out of state, we are going to fly you out here to our corporate office, put you up in a hotel nearby, and we're going to spend 8 hours each day for 2 straight days diving into a very personalized plan for you based on how the last 10 weeks have gone with your coach. We can get very detailed in a trading plan for you based on how that time has gone with your other coach. And the confidence is way up there when you're done with these 2 days. Now in Trader Executive, if you give us the 24 hours in those 12 weeks plus the 16 more in these 2 days, guys, that's 40 hours you gave us the opportunity to educate you in our system and in our indicators. If you put that faith into us, we're going to put that faith right back into you and start you with an 80-20 split and a funded account up to $100,000. Again, that is real. 80-20 splits is fantastic, and in my opinion, you're even able to do the trading to make back the money that you're spending into the coaching in your trading. Now, one of the other things I want to share with you, we still add funds quarterly. We're going to start you with a little bit of a higher trading account in Trader Executive, which means every quarterly increase also is a higher amount to get you to this $100,000 that much faster. Trader Executive is a fantastic way to turn this into a full-time opportunity for you. And that doesn't have anything to do with 40 hours a week. It has to do with what you're making. Okay, Trader Lite, one more time. Guys, let's just recap Trader Lite, because Trader Lite is where I really want your focus today on this webinar. I don't want you having to put yourself into the pressure of having to spend money on a coaching program right now. I don't want you to have to go and look at all of your situations and get all that stress under your belt. I want you to just focus on Trader Lite. Could this be the right opportunity for you? So remember, Trader Lite has that one-time $10 enrollment fee this month, celebrating our 10-year anniversary. We are actually going to cover that fee for Green Chart for you for 30 days and give you our indicators for free here for 30 days. You get access to all of our live trade webinars. You don't have to attend all of them, but we provide and give you access to all of them so you could attend as much as possible around your schedule. Okay, all of our live trade webinars, all of our back office videos, the demo account downloaded to your computer. Guys, you can have multiple demo accounts trying a lot of different types of things out with your trading. And then access to we have a chat room for Trader Lites. There's just a lot of the things here where you get to get behind the wheel and find out if this is for you. Can you believe now at the end of this webinar that you can trade for as little as 15 to 60 minutes a day and make $100, $200, $300 in a day or in an hour? I hope I've had that opportunity to show that to you. I hope you believe in it. And again, if Trader Lite didn't exist, I wouldn't be here. And so the only catch in Trader Lite, please do not try to trade any real money while you're plugging into what we do and learning our system. You will get so excited about this opportunity if you will give it just that 30 minutes a day. And again, I fully believe if you'll give it 30 minutes a day, you will know within a week or two if this is the right opportunity for you. And if it is, we can't wait to talk to you about ways we can help you find a way to get plugged into the coaching and do those kind of things so that we can plug you into 9 weeks or 12 weeks of one-on-one coaching and get you guys ready for those 60-40 or those 80-20 splits and a funded account from us anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000. As I can tell you from personal experience, that is a life changer when you see those funds getting added every single quarter and you start seeing your goals and your aspirations for your family change, and so many things that come in play when you see it all unfolding right in front of you. And that is what Trader Lite is for. So guys, don't miss plugging in at Trader Lite to find out if this is for you. If you're interested in that and you want to plug in right now, $10 is a no-brainer. Agreed? So if you're ready to go, look down at the bottom of the screen. There should be either a register button or a web link of some sort for you to click on. Click on that, enter your name and your phone number, and get you set up Trader Lite so we can get those indicators downloaded to your computer. I host one of the webinars. I teach one of the Trader Lite classes. You will get to see me trade in the real market. And I can't wait to see you guys on that next webinar as you embark in Trader Lite and go through the same experiences that I did so many years ago. You guys, congratulations for getting on this webinar and viewing this opportunity. I can't wait to see you on the next webinar and opportunity we have. You guys take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.